Well, welcome back to day 2 of CCP's 11th CEO Investor Forum, an opportunity to hear from experts in the world of sustainability business, and particularly the CEOs of some of the world's leading companies sharing their integrated long-term sustainable business plans. And delighted that our next CEO will be Tetsuo Kawate-san. Hope I got that pretty close. Who is the CEO of Mitsubishi. This is an integrated multi-group organization, about $70 billion in market cap, 70,000 plus employees, sharing his sustainable business plan. Welcome to our CC platform.
Hi, thank you very much for your kind introduction. Good morning, my name is Tetsuo Kawate. Hard to pronounce it. I am the President and CEO of Mitsubishi Corporation Americas, covering Canada, USA, and Mexico. And personally, I am new in New York. I lived here since last April. And it is a pleasure to be with you today. And I appreciate this opportunity to share with you our company's plans to transform its business, moving together with our employees, our business partners, and the communities around the world towards the promise of a sustainable future. But
welcome
first,
to New York, and thank you for joining us. We'll turn it over to you now.
Oh, okay, thank you. Video, okay. Good. But first, as you said, Mitsubishi is unique and difficult to understand because there are many Mitsubishi companies. So I'd like to show a brief video about who we are for your information.
Mitsubishi Corporation's roots extend back to the Meiji period, when Japan took its first steps toward modernization. The company began as the trading division of the Mitsubishi Group, contributing to the growth of Japan. But the group was dissolved after Japan's loss in the war. As the various companies of the Mitsubishi Group made fresh starts as independent companies, Mitsubishi Corporation was established in 1954. The MC Group has constantly grown through flexible evolution of its business model in response to environmental changes over time. Until the 1980s, transaction fees from trading through exports and imports were the main source of income. After that, the group took a step beyond its role as mediator, making upstream to downstream investments to enhance its added value. Reforms were required of the mediator model itself upon entering the 2000s. There was a shift to a growth model based on the proactive creation of value from within businesses, instead of simply relying on investing. This has led to steady growth in consolidated net income since the 2000s. Our company currently consists of 12 business groups, with businesses being operated in each segment in striving to solve social issues and create value.
Our purpose and values. Our 3 corporate principles are the foundation of our business strategy and define our purpose. Corporate responsibility to society reminds us of the importance of making contributions to society through business. Next is integrity and fairness, which calls us to be open and fair in our actions. A global understanding through business is core to who we are and how we operate. Since our establishment as Mitsubishi Corporation in 1954, we have supported economic growth and enriched people's lives through the supply of energy, resources, food, instruction, and more. And at the time of new enter, we educate 3 corporate principles. And to give you a sense of our business, I'd like to share some figures. Our global headquarters are in Tokyo, but we have operations in over 90 countries and approximately 80,000 employees. last fiscal year, we achieved record profits of over $9 billion. This year, we are on track to have another strong year. Our largest business include mineral resources, natural gas, foods, and automotive and mobility businesses. And as I will explain later in this presentation, our long-term strategy involves many investments in new businesses that seek to address environmental and social challenges. I oversee here in New York our business in North America. And what we do is, number one, business development. And number two, provide corporate services to our joint venture companies. We also support the governance of our investment companies by serving on their boards and seconding employees to their operations. In recent years, our growth has been driven by our ability to evolve our business model in response to the changes in the business environment. In a sense, our business today in no way resembles our business just a few decades ago. In the 1980s, when I joined Mitsubishi, we were a trading company, profiting mainly from modest margins. Over time, we began investing in upstream raw material and natural resource businesses, whose industries had become familiar to us through trading. Over time, we increased our investment at many levels of several strategic value chains, taking an active role in managing businesses in many industries globally. As you can see, with the evolution of our business model, our consolidated net income and market cap have shown significant growth over these decades. Today, Mitsubishi Corporation has a market cap of over $70 billion, placing us among the top 10 in the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Today, we combine both our drive for business development and our prioritization of sustainability through what we refer to as our creation of shared value. Our expertise gained from trading and investing across so many industries is one of our greatest strengths. Over the long term, we are seeking to promote businesses that help achieve decarbonization, promote sustainable societies, drive innovation, and support the growth of communities. Our vision of creating shared value feeds into our midterm corporate strategy, which our CEO, Mr. Nakanishi, announced in May of 2012. Under our strategy, we also redefined our material issues as a set of crucial societal issues. We intend to continuously create shared value by addressing those societal issues while pressing ahead with our growth strategies, such as integrating energy transformation and digital transformation initiatives into our business models. Our investment plans are bold. During the 3-year period until 2024, we plan to make investments of around $20 billion, including over $8 billion in energy transformation initiatives. Our target investments are shown on this slide. The challenge of providing stable supply of energy and resources while simultaneously supporting the decarbonization of societal and economic activities is addressed by our energy transformation strategy. The decarbonization of society will require further technical innovation. In Japan, where energy resources are scarce, there is a history of developing industries that leverage the Japanese strengths, such as energy conservation and recycling. We are committed to cultivating initiatives that support Japan's unique approach to industry creation. Of the $8 billion in energy transformation related investments, we have already executed investments of $3 billion in areas such as renewable energy, power business, and mineral resources. Looking beyond our current midterm strategy, which is 3 years, we see our investments increasingly contributing to earnings in 2025 and beyond. We expect some of our energy transformation investments to grow into our earnings drivers of the future. We have announced some MOUs and pilot projects to pursue next generation fuels, such as ammonia and other fuels, while also increasing our investments in offshore wind, mineral resources, and liquefied natural gas. In April of last year, we announced plans to invest $100 million in the Breakthrough Energy Catalyst, BEC, a platform that funds and invests in emerging climate tech. Breakthrough Energy Catalyst is part of Breakthrough Energy, which was founded by Bill Gates in 2015. And with over $1 billion of committed capital, BEC has brought together companies, governments, and philanthropy to help scale and bring innovative technologies that will reduce greenhouse gas emissions. And other examples of technologies we are pursuing include direct air capture of carbon dioxide, its sequestration, storage, and utilization, and clean hydrogen. In April of this year, we announced a joint venture with South Pole called NextGen to scale up carbon removal technologies. We believe that this partnership will help build a market for carbon removals necessary to reach net zero emissions. NextGen is backed by buyers and sellers of carbon removables. NextGen is helping create the conditions the market needs to scale. A final example of our climate action initiatives is the formation of a $400 million climate tech growth fund, which we announced in May of this year. Earlier this year, the fund made its first investment in a company called Amogy, Ammonia Plus Energy World, Amogy, which is based here in New York and developing zero-emission ammonia-powered tugboats. We are seeking to grow the fund up to $1 billion by its final closing and see exciting potential to help advance decarbonization solutions in the years to come. With the activities I have highlighted today, and many similar initiatives underway in offices around the world. Mitsubishi Corporation is once again transforming itself to meet the changing needs of society and global markets. Yesterday's trading company was central to Japan's post-war growth. It became today's industrial conglomerate, supporting the needs of increasingly complex economies elsewhere. And it will, in the coming years, become tomorrow's sources of the energy, materials, and consumer solutions needed to underpin a sustainable economy. Thank you for your attention. And I'd like to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for an informative understanding of a very big, complex, and transforming company. You have made great progress in terms of your strategic clarity as well as business results. Kudos to you all. We have several questions as we from the group. Any types of energy transformation that you are doing in the US? You talk some about ammonia-driven tugboats, other areas in which you are focused.
Yes, we have invested in Cameron Energy in Louisiana, and also have a power generation subsidiary called Diamond Generating Corporation, which has large solar power capacity through one of its subsidiaries. And in terms of next generation energy, we are having lots of ideas and exploring various types of decarbonization solutions, including hydrogen and ammonia, sustainable aviation fuel, methane, and carbon removal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What are Mitsubishi Corporation's GHG emissions profiles and targets?
Okay, thank you. Our scope 1 and 2 emissions for fiscal 2012 are about 21 million tons. And about 2/3 of this figure is emissions from our affiliated companies. The largest category of our scope 3 emissions is category 11. And the emission figures is about 300 million tons.
Right. Thank you. Tetsuo, we are honored to have you in the US. We were delighted to have you at our CEO Board of Boards earlier in this week. And in closing, just wonder any observations you have about America since you have been here since the spring.
Yes, thank you very much. The honor was mine. And at this moment, I am very much excited to have a look at America's emerging market and people's power, and the government supportive, and academia is also supportive. So the emerging powers of each stakeholders will develop the projects in America. I am really excited now.
Very good. Well, we're excited to have you here. And I thought your early comments about how we really can advance society by working together in business is such an important one. So we are delighted to have you as part of the CECP network, as well as having you and the Mitsubishi products here, not only in the States, but around the world. So thank you.
Yeah, that was quite a good opportunity, and thank you very much.
Thank you. Great. We'll be taking a break at this point after that. and resume at 12:15 p.m. East Coast time in the States with a panel on what's happening in regulations. For those of you who know, EU has passed a number of regulations. The state of California has. Other nations are looking at regulations around the disclosure on ESG topics. The SEC in the US is expected to weigh in, and we're going to have a star-crossed panel that is ready to discuss those issues. We will see you all back in about 12 minutes. In the meantime, thank you to Mitsubishi. Thank you to our local CTO, Tetsuo, and his team for their participation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.